Hi. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Reza and I'm so pumped that you are here. If this is your first time here, make sure you stick around so you don't miss any other tips and tricks to learn more. Make sure subscribe below. Replacing garage door springs is a specialist task. Understand the costs, tools and more involved in this repair job before you get started. Learn how to repair overhead garage door springs and cables without winding up in the emergency room. Follow along as a pro explains how it's done. Loosen the unbroken spring. Shove a winding bar into a bottom hole of the winding cone of the good spring. Hold the bar in place while you loosen the two set screws. Hang on tight, the spring will push with powerful torque as the screws release. Insert the second winding bar into the hole at the 9 o'clock position. Remove the bottom bar and unwind the spring a quarter turn at a time, leapfrogging the winding bars with each turn. Remove the two nuts and bolts that fasten the stationary spring cones to the center bracket. Then loosen the set screws on the left and right lift cable drums and disconnect the lift cables. Remove the old spring. Starting on the left side of the door, slide the torsion tube to the right so you can remove the cable drum. Then slide the old spring off the tube. Install the left spring. Slide the new torsion spring replacement onto the torsion tube with the stationary cone facing the center bracket. Then reinstall the cable drum with the garage door wire. Reinsert the torsion bar into the left side bearing bracket. Install a new center bearing. Shove the torsion bar to the left, then slide on the center bearing. Install the right spring and push the bearing into the stationary cone. Reinstall the drum. Connect both stationary cones to the center bracket. Run the lift cables, or garage door wire, straight up between the rollers and the door jamb. Slide the lift cable stop through the slot on the drum. Rotate the drum to wind the cable into the winding grooves. Pull the cable as tight as possible before tightening the set screws. Leave the locking pliers in place and repeat the tightening procedure on the other side. You want equal tension on both sides. Otherwise, the door will open unevenly. Slide a winding bar into the cone and wind toward the ceiling. Turn the spring a quarter turn at a time, leapfrogging the winding bars as you go. Follow the spring supplier's recommendations for the total number of turns. If you didn't get a recommendation, perform 30 quarter turns for a 7 feet tall door and 36 quarter turns for an 8 feet tall door. Then tighten the screws. Remove the clamps and pliers from the torsion tube and track, and lift the door about 3 feet by hand. If the door springs are properly adjusted, the door should stay in place when you let go. If the door continues to open on its own, release spring tension in quarter turn increments until the door stays in place when you let go. Then reconnect the opener.